What's up, YouTube family? We got a hot video to react to today. It's about the world being a stage. I wonder how many of you out there believe the world is a stage just like me. Let me know down below in the comments. If you want to see more videos just like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Don't believe everything that you hear and see in these videos. Don't believe everything that I say in these videos. Always do your own research and always use your own discernment. Let's get right to it.
Have you heard of Central Casting?
Like, what do you mean?
Central Casting has been around since 1925. It's a casting agency.
Yeah, okay.
They usually cast for TV show. There's a conspiracy behind this, though.
What is it?
Do you remember crisis actors?
Yeah.
There's a lot of crisis actors that have popped up in many events. And a crisis actor is somebody that the government pays to put into current events to push the narrative.
Yeah.
And kind of make it more extreme, right?
Yeah.
So Trump keeps saying that Central Casting is a casting agency that has literally done some of the attacks, even like staged the events.
Yeah, like inciting mobs and stuff like that to like wild out.
And so when Biden got out of the office, they said that's the end of Central Casting.
Fuck that dude.
Because the Democrats were the key components of Central Casting.
In other words, don't fall for the boo-boo, man.
Until you understand that the world is a stage, everything is pre-planned, right? When we think that something is just happening randomly because a certain party just became in office or, you know, whatever, that is a part of the illusion. I want you to understand that all of everything that happens is pre-planned. It is a programming, it is an agenda that is going to be fulfilled. And why it gets fulfilled is because we always fall for the traps. And until we can become aware and understand that it is never against you, me, this party did this, right? It is never against other countries as well. They all work together. The entire world is a stage. It's not just the United States. It's not just our government. If you read the book, The Committee of 300, it talks about how they place families in different parts of the world, different countries to continue to have control. But I can't stand to constantly see people blame and, you know, act like their party's right or they know so much when it's just like, we need to just stop worrying about it. Turn off your news, turn off that stuff, stop paying attention to political stuff and all of that. And I know that it's hard, right? Because like, for instance, with all of this tariff stuff that's going on and the prices rising, stop giving it attention. Energy harvesting comes when we give our attention and get angry and emotional about things that are going on. Just ignore it. And I know that that's hard, but there's nothing to do about it in general. So don't sit there and give your energy to that. Just ignore it and understand that the whole entire world is a stage.
If you think things are manipulated behind closed doors, and when I say things, I mean like the media, wars, and a lot of other things, or mainstream media and all that, do you think it's manipulated? Do you think there are actors out here, like crisis actors? That's it. Let me know down below.
Every major event you see on the news is theater. While you're watching celebrity drama, award shows, and scandals, they're passing laws, shifting power, and printing trillions. You're not informed, you're entertained. The media doesn't want you to think. It wants you emotionally charged, angry, afraid, divided, because people in fear are easy to control. Every headline is a script. Every crisis has an agenda. It's all a distraction, and you're the audience. Stay woke.
No way. It's literally immaculately perfect.
Let me know, coincidence or not. Me personally, I don't believe in coincidences. I believe this was plotted and planned. Remember what I always say, it's about the plot, deploy, and the play. Free game.
Any way we can bring in some cloud cover? This isn't spring break. We need somber.
Copy that. Let's try this one. There you go.
Thank you.
Tower out.
They be putting it in the movies, man. I'm not a conspiracy theorist or anything. I don't believe the world is flat. But I've heard stories. Now look at this. Hold on, just wait for it.
And that's why they're building these deep underground military bases. And this, now where I'm connected, here's the segue. It's, what if it's not aliens and alien technology we discovered? It's our own technology from the last wiped out civilization. And what if we're about to get wiped out again?
Remember, they got the pity in our faces. They have to show it to us before they do it. This is universal law.
We haven't got a clue, really, have we, about our old civilizations? It's just all bamboozlement about they were primitive. I mean, look at this, it's unbelievable. Carved out of chisels and hammers. It's like something out of Stargate. Some kind of sci-fi. Unbelievable. And as the water levels drop, not rise, we're going to be seeing a lot more videos like this.
I ain't gonna lie, they remind me of something out of Prometheus or Alien vs. Predator. Let me know what you think down below.
We're not even real. We're here because someone typed a sentence on a computer in some distant universe. We're just prompts.
You're just prompts, that's all you'll ever be.
We're more than just prompts.
Then prove it! We are not just prompts! We are people! We are not prompts.
Ma'am, I can't cash this check.
What? Why?
Because you're not real. This is all just an AI prompt.
What are you crying about? We're not even real. We're here because someone typed a sentence on a computer in some distant universe. Sir, when are we going to tell the people they're just prompts?
Never! If the people knew they were AI, they would chase us underground. Why, this is one hell of an AI prompt!
What is this? Like, why do we exist?
Because the prompt said we could.
So, are we real or just AI?
Yeah, that's a little scary.
Once you are awake, it is almost impossible to fall back to sleep again. Once you discover that the Earth is not a spinning globe, but a flat and stationary plane with a firmament above it, everything changes. The trusted voices and satanic scientific priests who once shaped our reality and understanding of the world are no longer reliable. Our first-hand experience of the Earth as a stationary realm is at odds with their fabricated narrative of space and spinning planets.
We are not on an imaginary spinning ball Earth. We just have to look at real-life examples such as a helicopter taking off from a moving surface. While the helicopter is on the aircraft carrier, which represents a moving Earth. The helicopter and ship are moving along as one. But the moment the helicopter takes off vertically from the carrier, it becomes free and independent of the boat. It is now hovering in the air, and the boat will carry on, leaving the helicopter behind. Defenders of the globe will now argue that the atmosphere sticks to the globe as it spins, and spins with the Earth. But this is just a ridiculous notion and easily debunked when we just look at the way that winds can travel in all directions, flowing freely across the surface of the Earth. So if we illustrate this imaginary scenario of the helicopter taking off and continuing to move along with the aircraft carrier, we know that the pilot would have to continually move along with the carrier to stay above it. And this simply isn't what aircraft pilots have to do unless they are trying to take off and land from a moving surface. So it really is as simple as that. Anything else is just mental gymnastics in desperate attempts to fit an imaginary spinning globe Earth model made up by mathematicians with no basis in our physical reality. Thank you very much.
Man, drop your comments and your thoughts down below in the comment section, because that is something, hey, a lot of people just don't want to accept, you know. I mean, but it is what it is. Everybody got their own opinion.
Communities. The El Paso, Las Cruces communities. Eastern Iowa communities.
Mid-Michigan communities.
We are extremely proud of the quality, balanced journalism that CBS 4 News produces.
But
we are concerned about one-sided news stories plaguing our country.
The sharing of biased and false news has become all too common on social media. More alarming, some media outlets publish these same fake stories without checking facts first.
The sharing of biased and false news has become all too common on social media. More alarming, some media outlets publish these stories simply aren't true without checking facts first. Unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think. And this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
This is extremely dangerous to our
original child clown outlet. I'm the original child clown. Hey, come on down. Sit down on my hand. Original child clown outlet. I'm the original child clown out. Clown out, clown out, clown out. You know you're gonna love my clowns. Come on! I breed them myself. These clowns come from Donnie's seat. Why try some other man's seat? My seat's fresh. I keep my seat in tubes and plastic bags. Put it in your wife, you get a clown in 9 months. The women I breed with are clean and have real clown traits. Look, I'm a clown breeder. It's in my blood, it's in my balls. Let's get something straight. It's not my fault my son touched those clowns. He broke the golden rule. Never touch the clowns. Let the clowns touch you. Hey, not now. Donnie says no. He should have used the stick to him. I told him, did he listen? Hey, that's for a jury to decide. My other son, Mike, got shot in the face. So come to me, Donnie. Hey, for the last time, quiet. I'm gonna have to put him in cages they can't see through. Hey, this is Gabriel. Hey, I made him. He's fresh. Oh, not a good time right now. I'm gonna have to bury him in the back if he keeps acting like this. Hey, I'm the original child clown man. Rent from the best.
Remember TVs, remember if you got somebody older, they probably used to tell you, I want to go watch the television. Why? Because they want to catch their favorite programming. Don't forget that. It all ties in together.
Are seen as uneducated high school dropouts. It leaves many of the local hungry artists following the same steps, thinking rapping will get them rich quickly, so education is not needed. Young Jeezy appeared to sell drugs and rap, so they follow and get trapped, not realizing Jeezy and BMF has been connected to intelligence from the start. More on the so-called big drug dealers later. With all of this all in perspective, it makes sense that trap music was a product designed to benefit private prison systems. Remember the meme, Jeezy told you to trap or die, but sent his son to college. When in reality those mainstream artists never sold drugs or dropped out. In fact, most if not all of them attended college. It's as if hip-hop hates the educated rapper. Historically, America has always feared intelligent black men. White mainstream Americans profess to hate so-called rap music, so what's the reason for them to back it financially and give it a platform? Maybe it's because it helps dumb down the rest of society. It counters the music that will inspire black people to challenge the status quo. Nepotism will provide an initial boost to your career. It's not your talent and hard work that help you survive in the industry. Every artist that pops up on a worldwide scale, we must understand they may have a family member within the industry. I've noticed some rappers always claim their father was killed or no longer around. I tend to think they're hiding them to keep up the idea that these rappers are from the streets only. But the father just may be the connection. If you still believe in the music industry at all, you have been blinded. The Music Awards, a group of elitists, nepotism that gets rewards for their contributions for following the rules. The members of the Recording Academy get to sit in their gilded castles, laughing about how Jay-Z won the most awards, which was chosen by them, not the people. It's a game built on nepotism, cosigns, and transfers of power. One must remember in 1996 Tupac was the artist that held the most power and influence. During the fake East Coast-West Coast beef, Tupac often shouted an underground artist Jay-Z name. I see this as transferring the powers as Tupac's time was ending.
And several other New York rappers. Jay-Z from Hawaiian Soapy fame.
Bad boy killer, Jay-Z got to looking out for my beat. All you mother Jay-Z, all of y'all
Jay-Z. Hey yo, Sassy, give me one of them tracks I can just ride on, mother.
Ain't no nigga like me. Jay-Z, he broke and I smoke dead.
The fact that Tupac repeatedly used the fairly underground rapper Jay-Z's name, while disregarding others such as Kill Kill, suggests something was being orchestrated. The series of diss tracks allowed people to pay more attention to Jay-Z. They wouldn't otherwise. Once Notorious B.I.G. and Tupac were removed, Jay-Z was elevated. For instance, more people know about Machine Gun Kelly now that Eminem dissed him in his song. Nowadays they're pushed on platforms such as Vlad TV. If they want to promote a celebrity or artist they use Vlad. Vlad is known for pushing fake stories into the community. A Masonic gatekeeper.
I'm like, Dave Chappelle, I put together the dots and shit that shouldn't be put together. You know what I mean?
So you think it's a conspiracy?
Nah, I ain't conspiracy, it is what it is.
I don't know though. I mean, staging a robbery?
I mean, I don't know, bro, I don't know. Are you a Mason or something?
No.
Okay, well.
Since here, I actually joined the Freemasons at one point.
Are you a Mason?
Yeah, but yeah, I guess I'm technically one,
Damn.
but I got sworn in.
What? Oh wow, that's crazy.
I just didn't do the steps.
You didn't have to pay for nothing, you just got sworn in?
I just got sworn in, yeah.
Okay.
I went through the initiation ritual.
Hip-hop still plays out as a lineage of inheritances, even A$AP Rocky, who seemed to be an organic cause of a people's champion, but breaking into the ranks of rap's mainstream was carefully orchestrated, a long con. You would think there are artists who break through to different levels of success by using social media. Not worldwide success. They may go viral and then be forgotten about. Never no real push by the mainstream. The industry seems to have certain priorities. Certain artists are designed to come out and die with dates that match, the powers that be numerology. It's all conspiracy. Most of the music was and is controlled by organized crime, which answers to the intelligence agencies. Given an agenda to promote, hence, some artists sexualizing kids, drill music, etc. Always remember most of these mainstream artists are from parents born outside of the US. And you win if the game is rigged.
Just can't stay around.
I leave you with a quote from Sebastian Alcalbi. The numbers are stacked up against you, the chances of you making it are slim to none. If it sounds like I'm trying to discourage you, that's because I am. The game is filled with nepotism, and the last thing we need is yet another dreamer wasting time running after something that will undoubtedly prove to be in vain. The industry is filled with agendas, fake events, scripted lives, destruction, death, etc. Please do yourself a favor and start your own business. Fuck the labels, find your purpose, have a family, live happily ever after. There are millions of rappers, these established artists, producers, record execs will more than likely bring in their friends or family if they need a superstar. And that's why you will never make it as a mainstream rapper, even though you're better than most of them.
Basically, you have to join the club. You have to be part of the club. They're part of a club, and we ain't in it. That's why you'll never be mainstream. What the hell are you on?
What's going on here? What is this? Clarence? This is a mutiny. You guys all in on this? You motherfucking cocksuckers. All of you. I have dedicated my life to this team, okay? I have given you guys my soul!
Hell, they get me to host this thing. No, I'm serious. Biggest night in sports. They couldn't go out and get Kevin Hart, Matt Damon, Kristaps Porzingis. He was my number one, by the way. Instead, they hand it to a guy who spends most of his life in jean shorts and is actually proud of it. Why? Why did they go get a guy from the redheaded stepchild of sport and entertainment? Why did ESPN get a host from the WWE? I mean, it's rigged. Did I just spoil the surprise for some of the people? It's scripted entertainment. What we do is fake, right? So I know what you're thinking. Me hosting the ESPYs, that's crazy. Or is it genius? It's time to take a look at yourself, sports, and realize that you're more like the WWE than you have ever imagined. You used to be a good guy, and then you turned into a bad guy, and now you're a good guy again? And you left the NBA hanging. What are they going to do when they don't have a bad guy? Exactly what we do. They're going to make a new one. My hat's off to football, though. They got it right this year. Our beloved hero. He was sidelined. Looks like all hope was lost. Helpless in the clutches of his arch nemesis. But in the moment of truth, Peyton comes off the bench, wins the championship, and rides off into the sunset with the love of his life. I was pushing for you and Papa John. But that's not the only thing football gets right. I mean, they build characters. Odell Beckham Jr. He already looks like a WWE superstar. He is one parent away from being Coco Beware. It's that the WWE has you beat the one thing we have that you don't. Vince McMahon. A maniacal billionaire pulling the strings behind the scenes who uses every trick in the book to manipulate things to his advantage any way he can. Something like that, that is way too crazy for real sports. Or maybe we have more in common than you think.
Now, I'm pretty sure most of us already knew this, but for the ones who didn't, don't fall for the boo-boo, man. Question everything. That's correct.
This is what they're fighting. Every movie, TV, music is fighting against the awakening spirit. It's fighting against what wakes man. What wakes man is the light. The light is true, but the Bible says, in the beginning was the Word was God, the Word was with God. In him was light, and the light was the light of men. In him was light, and the light was the light of men. The light shine in the darkness, but the darkness cannot understand. The darkness will not overcome it. So what they trying to do is they know that this light reveals the system. So they're turning you against the light. Did y'all hear what I said?
Things hidden in plain sight from the science community. You see, when you look at the periodic table of elements, you will start to see similarities between the names of the elements and the names of the planets. This connection is very easy to detect once you see the obvious similarities. And so we got the element plutonium, and then we got the planet Pluto. We have the element uranium, and then we have the planet Uranus. We have the element neptunium, and then is it a coincidence we have a planet called Neptune? We have the element Mercury, and then we have the planet Mercury. You see, with that one, they didn't even play on the name at all. It's just outright the same name. And they even have the element titanium. And so was all of this a coincidence? I think not. We have elements named Ra, which is actually radium. But the thing is, Ra is also an Egyptian sun god. And so we also have abbreviations like HE, which is helium, but it's not too much of a stretch to relate that to Helios, the sun god. And so we also have elements named thorium, which is an obvious play on the word Thor, the god of mythology. And so I believe a lot of these gods are actually named after real spiritual entities that want to be known subconsciously. I mean, their names keep popping up everywhere. It's an obvious attempt to be recognized on a subconscious level. And scientists are the ones that named all of these elements and planets after these false gods. And then we got an element called Prometheus. And the name Prometheus is actually related to a titan of Greek mythology as well. And this one element called thulium, that's an interesting name indeed. I'm sure we heard about the Thule Society. And so this is all very complex, how these names are popping up all throughout science. And so the name Copernicus keeps on popping up with a lot of this stuff as well. Not only is he involved in creating the heliocentric solar system, his name also pops up in the periodic table of elements as an element called Copernicum. And so we know that Pythagoras and Copernicus are behind a lot of this paganism and a lot of this modern day scientism that has to do with heliocentrism. This Copernicus guy has his name popping up everywhere when it comes down to these suspicious findings. I mean, for what we know, he was involved in the Roman Catholic Church. He was involved with the Jesuits. And so what's with all the naming all of these elements and planets after pagan gods? That's the question we must ask ourselves. And so we must also begin to wonder if science is actually really atheist. Who are these people?
That's crazy. I ain't even gonna lie.
Never moves a single inch, night after night, year after year, century after century, with all the other fixed stars remaining fixed in their relative constellations, revolving perfect circles around Polaris. It is an unobservable, unproven, unscientific theory to claim that thousands of years ago, Polaris mysteriously did move, and Thuban, where other stars, became the center of rotation. It is also an unobservable, unscientific theory to claim that the Earth is spinning 1,000 miles per hour around an axis, while rotating tens of thousands of miles per hour around the Sun, while the entire solar system circles hundreds of thousands of miles per hour around the Milky Way, and the Milky Way shoots millions of miles per hour more off through infinite space, when we cannot see, hear, feel, or otherwise observe or prove any such motion. And we can see clearly for ourselves Polaris never moving, and all the other stars revolving around it. Not only this, but such circular star trails around an unmoving pole star prove that it is the stars themselves moving, and not the Earth. If the Earth were truly a tilting, wobbling, spinning space ball undergoing these multiple contradictory motions through the universe, you would only see irregular, spiral-shaped star trails, and the night sky would never be the same twice. It would be impossible for constellations to exist whatsoever if Earth were truly undergoing these various theoretical motions. This is just a brief introduction to the many observable, testable, repeatable, scientific facts of our level, motionless plain Earth that have been marginalized, suppressed, and ridiculed for centuries in favor of various unobservable, untestable, unscientific theories purporting we live on a tilting, wobbling, spinning, ball-shaped.
Facts, man, because how do you pit a firmament over a globe? That can only be done over, let's say, a flat earth. Because, I don't know, I'm just leaning more towards flat earth because it just makes more sense, man, by the text, biblical text, the evidence, all of it, man. We still haven't seen much proof of Earth being a globe. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. And with that said, y'all, this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't be a stalker. Don't be a monetary spirit, man. You should feel like one if you've been watching this whole video and you watch all my videos and you still don't hit the like button. That's weird to me. Don't you think that's weird? Don't be a weirdo. Hit the like button, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you be notified whenever I drop some new fire content just like this. Y'all catch me in the next video. Be me there, don't meet me there. It's your boy Coolz. Y'all out. Holla.